Last year, I did a full ranking tier of every Activision game ever released for the Atari 2600, and that was the first time I'd ever played Steve Cartwright's Frostbite. I really enjoyed it, and I even gave it a top ranking, but several viewers pointed out that I must not fully understand the game because I was running away from these little green fish that are actually worth bonus points. Well, they were right, of course, and it was then that I vowed to always fully read the instructions before playing a game for a video. This then is the first stop on my apology tour for Frostbite, a game where you help Frostbite Bailey build igloos before the temperature drops to 0 and you meet a chilly end. Even when I only half understood the game, I enjoyed it, but now that I've researched it further, I like it even more. Let me show you why.
And here we are at Frostbite by Activision, 1983. It's a little bit like Q*bert, a little bit like Frogger. It's like a lot of games you've seen, but combined in a way that I'm not familiar with. Your goal is, so you're in the Arctic, and you're this little guy, and your goal is to build an igloo. You see it starts at 45 degrees up in the upper left, and every time you jump on one of these white ice floes, those turn blue, and you gain a block in your little igloo. The igloo you can see is at the upper right. Try not to get killed here. Now I'm going to wait for this ice floe to come across. This is all joystick driven. The only thing you use the button for is to reverse ice flows. So I'm on this one right now and I like to go the other way. Hit the button and it'll change directions. But that costs you a block out of your igloo. Now I can reverse. See how I took one away? I start the game with 4 men, the one I'm using, and then the 3 in reserve. You can see my 3 men flashing up there. And it's flashing now because it's almost 0 degrees. I've got to get this igloo built and get inside of it before it hits to 0 like it just did, and I turn to solid blue ice and I'm dead. And eventually, let me finish an igloo to show you. There's a little door. Now, you can still jump on anything that you want, but you're not going to gain points for jumping on things. Let's reverse this thing. Now, a nice benefit is that once you have built your igloo, using reverse does not take pieces off of it. So once it's complete, it can't be damaged. And then I jump in. There we go. Now, so for scoring, you get points for each block you put in the igloo. You get points for every second left on the clock. That was the ding, ding, ding that you get. Also, you can pick up these little green fish, and those are worth a couple hundred points apiece. Also, you get a bonus just for finishing your igloo and getting into it. Those are the green fish that I didn't know you were supposed to step on, and I was dodging them before. Also, it's worth noting that you have a lot of control over your little guy when he jumps in the air. So watch the English I can put on this when I jump and then swerve. Jump and swerve. Jump and swerve. Another big mistake that I made playing this game initially was I didn't understand that. I thought that it was like Frogger. You went directly up or directly down, but not the case here. There are a few game options. So if I use the game select here, you see I have 4. There's regular 2-player, advanced, and advanced 2-player. You get the 4 men, as I mentioned. However, you can get an extra man every 5,000 points, and a maximum of 9 men is how many you can have. And whereas I thought the fish could hurt me, they can't, but everything else can. And what they do is push you off the ice. Let's let this duck get me, or goose, whatever he is. Just shoves you off into the water, so you can't get in the water, as you might imagine. Think Frogger. You can't jump in the water. How come Frogger the frog could not get in the water? Aren't frogs amphibious? I never understood that. Doesn't matter. So a lot of the mechanics are like games, as I mentioned, that you know. But the fact that you have all that mid-air control, that really makes a lot of the difference. And it gets faster and faster. And the nice thing is the faster it gets, the more control you have over that mid-air English that you have. So you can really slide horizontally really quickly at later levels. Once you get to the 4th level, there's also a bear that comes after you. Let me see. I think, are we on level 2 or 3? Let me show you the bear. You also notice the shape of the ice floes change. Sometimes they're wide, sometimes they're narrow, sometimes they're grouped, sometimes they're changing directions or they're changing how they're packed. There he is. So there's the bear. As you can imagine, you just need to stay away from the bear. Oh! Oh, the bear just killed me. so you can see it's a really creative game. I think I read that Steve Cartwright he got dinged a lot because reviewers felt it was derivative of other games they'd seen before, like Q*bert and Frogger, like I had said. I think that's really the magic of creative games, is to take a mechanic and use it in a different way. So I think what they did here with Frostbite, even though it was toward the end of the heyday of the 2600, it came out '83, as I said. I think it's a really creative game. Okay, of course, I'm going to make a points run at it. I could typically maybe get to 20,000. I think the patch is at 40,000, and I don't think I'm going to get that. Before I do, I will, of course, remind you, please check out our store over at GenXGrownUp.com/merch. If you're wondering what's over there, it's t-shirts and hats and pins and stickers and mugs and phone cases and everything with cool creative designs that are done by original artists. And yes, there is a Frostbite t-shirt design that I found there. I say t-shirt, you can get it on anything. It's much like that Keystone Capers design we saw a few weeks ago. Might be the same artist. I think the design is called How to Build an Igloo with a Joystick, since they can't really use the Frostbite name. It's really creative. And please check it out. Every dollar you spend gets you something cool and supports Gen X Grown Up and future videos like this. Okay, let's restart. We're going to play the standard edition and see what I can do. Try not to make stupid mistakes. Really, controlling how you use the adjusting in the air, I have found, is the true secret to this game. Remembering that you don't have to jump straight. You can jump and turn, jump and kind of steer, get up there. I just need one more, and it's that bottom one. Come on, get down there. There it is. And you can thread the needle. You can jump between enemies, because enemies can only hurt you when you are standing both feet on an ice floe. So if you can jump past an enemy and not land with him in a position to attack you, he can't get you. I'll show you that in a minute if I don't screw up. So, see, I touched that bird, but the fact that he wasn't, ooh, one man down. The fact that he wasn't in front of me when I did land, I was okay. There we go, finish that igloo, make short order of that. It always starts at 45 degrees and works its way down to 0, so, and, as you see, the quicker you can do it, the more points you're going to get. Oh! Oh! I landed on that one and then instantly jumped again, which was my mistake. Oh, this is going to be a terrible run. I know I can do better than this. It's done. Let's jump in. I might get an extra man here. Let's see. Not quite. 46, 7, 8. Oh, yeah, extra man. That's great. All right. Oh, there's the bear. We made it to level 4. Whoa, I almost walked off of that one. When you watch a speedrunner, I call a speedrunner, there are people that play this incredibly fast, and it's impressive. Oh no, the bear's in the way. There we go. Jump past the bear. This thing gets flying. I don't know how you can focus, but it's really amazing. Jump past him. Oh no, I gotta wait for this next one to come around. Come on. Oh, there comes a clam, I think he is. There we go. Here comes a crab. Go! Whew. All right, it's done. Now that bear's in the way. Come on, go, bear, go. There we go. Run, run. I think I'm as fast as the bear. Whew. Another extra man. All right, now we're cooking. Check out. Now the ice floes are changing density. See that? Whoa. That tricky jumping is the secret to this game, I tell you. Just keeping track. Get the fish. Get the fish. Whoa! Oh, is he getting me? Ah, doggone it. Yeah, I said I might get around 20. I might not get 20. See, now some of the enemies are starting and stopping. Get up here. Oh, it's done. Get in. Oh! Oh! I thought the bear was going that way. All right, so now what happens? Now, since the igloo is done, can I just get in? Oh, I have to dodge the bear. Let's turn around and then get in. There we go. Whew! Charming. I find myself, since I picked this for my Friday plays, just going back and playing it again and again. Because it's a cute, charming little game. It honestly is. Whoa! Oh no. Whoa! Got me again. I might not make 20 grand. All right, here's been my final run. Ooh. Get back up there. Oh, it's done. Oh, no! Oh, I was about to get in the igloo, and he got me. So that's Frostbite. You can see, and I can see, it's a much better game once you understand all the mechanics. And though you could say it's repetitive, jump on the blocks and change, the fact that the blocks change width, how they move, the fact that the enemies start and stop sometimes, and then you have the bonus of the fish that's like a risk-reward thing because you're trying to get that extra man. All of it together, for me, makes Frostbite, I think in my ranking tier I gave it an S for superb. It is. It is a superb game, and if you're like me and you haven't played it, you should seek it out and give it a shot.
Activision was always quite clever with their instruction manuals, and Frostbite, no different. Along with how to play and tips from the programmer, there's a whole page that describes how to build an Arctic igloo in the real world. Not a skill I hope I ever need to use, but just in case. Now it's in my head. Please keep posting your suggestions for future Friday plays down in the comments. Meanwhile, I'll put links to previous episodes here and here that you can check out. I certainly hope you found something to enjoy in this video, and I can't wait to talk to you again next time. Bye-bye.